And we are live once again, another workout video. Today is February 20th, Monday, and let's start this off the way we always do. Add the iPhone to the stream. Let's do our weigh-in. See where we're starting. Okay, 220.2. So, doggone it, gained a couple of pounds back, but seems like we're plateauing. Not much we can do about it, so we'll just go walk and try to knock some of this off. Let's get shoes on. Really feel plateaued at 220 lately. But nothing you can do except keep going, keep working, push through that plateau. Run in here first. All right, let's get our workout gear on. Yeah, fight through the plateau, says Blue. Absolutely. Let's get our big heavy pullover on here. We'll head on over and work. Oh, this thing's tight. That's what you want. Tight, form-fitting. All right, got our headset, got our mobile device, got our phone ready to go, and we are heading over. See you over there. And we're outside. Beautiful day, 65-ish, mid-60s. No wind to speak of. Just beautiful for the walkover. Oh no. Little doggies. Changed my meal plan up a little bit. I did still doing the oatmeal cup in the morning, but now I started taking a salad with me, and a bit of dressing. So I'm eating a lunch at work too, instead of just a couple of oranges. So that may have something to do with the difference in weight. Make sure we're on the right Wi-Fi. Good thing I checked because we are. But now we are. Now we're on the correct Wi-Fi. This will be a better signal. Get this guy plugged in, set up. I still want to try to find some sort of mount so that I can mount it up here instead of where it is, but oh well. Get our tunes going. We are off. 3, 2, 1. We're walking. 3.3, 3.0 on the incline. We're off. Hello, Midnight Goddess. Good to see you tonight. Blue says, are you committed to only sniping Helton on the Lindsay Borden channel? Well, I tried it on Twitter. Nobody watches it, so I guess I am. Should probably make another channel on YouTube in case, because I got a feeling as soon as I come back on Thursday, J-Dubs will do another report, and I'll get a second strike in 2 more weeks. Trouble with making a new channel is nobody subs to it. Because nobody is subbed to it, and they won't see it, and they won't come to it. Because I don't know if I'm just in all the wrong Discords, but I post everything I do in Discords, but people don't seem to see it. So whatever. I went back and looked at my Twitter snipes views, and they were 12, 8, and 3, going down. Most recent one got 3 views. I'm like, why am I bothering? There's no point. All right, coming up on our first quarter mile. First lap on our virtual quarter mile track. And our quarter mile time today, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. So we burned 26 calories. And Jello says, I don't read this card because I don't read, but I'm here for you. Okay. Don't read this card. Hilarious. Thank you for being here, Jello. Hey, Gray Alien, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Did have a bit of a Von Helton show today, well, more of a J-Dub show if you guys haven't seen it. It's on the James Paul Von Helton 3 channel. Basically unpacking. I meant Discord. Don't read Discord. This card, catch it. I don't know if you guys saw it today. J-Dubs went live, had Vaughn in there for most of it, but he didn't say much. Same old stuff about the trolls. And for some reason, J-Dubs was trying to clean his hardwood floors with a Swiffer and a dry pad, which, you know, I guess gathers some dust, but you really got to have the fluid there to whatever. I thought, well, maybe he's got the static cling Swiffers, but no, he had the pads designed for the fluid ones. Guy's an idiot. Gray Alien says only a few more days and your channel's back. Yeah, Thursday I'm back. And Blue says I saw it. I'm not blocked on the channel yet. Yeah, I wasted my 2 lives pretty quick last night. Fuck it. May as well just go ahead and get blocked and get it over with. Because you already knew anything I say was going to be insta-blocked. He said something about we're here to entertain and to be fun and entertaining, and I said, you're not fun and entertaining, though. And got blocked. And J-Dubs was lamenting, why can't you ever say something nice? Because it wouldn't be true. He said, why can't you say I enjoy your channel and what you're doing? Don't enjoy your channel. I'm actually speaking out against everything you say, almost. Because you're a bigoted, fat-ass fuck. John is every bit as intelligent as he is good-looking. Yeah. And Blue adds, yeah, Vaughn, you were never a DJ, you were never an EMT, you were never a powerlifter, you were never a boxer. You never saved kids from cults, you never worked for the government. You never ran into a burning building. All true. Oh, yeah, he said something today about that. We're all jealous of him. It was one of your comments. Yeah. And he didn't get blocked yet? Jeez. How do you get away with saying stuff like that? I can't say you're not fun and entertaining, though. It's just absolutely true. I mean, look at the number of viewers he gets. It's not fun or entertaining. It was only the German girl he couldn't save. Yeah. Always the same story. Oh. Coming up on a half mile, about 20 seconds. Have that time for you. Tired today. Gray Alien says, I commented and asked, how exactly is sleeping in the car good for you? And our 1 mile time for today, 9 minutes, 1 second, 52 calories burned. Once again, my half mile time is 9 minutes, 1 second. So my full mile should be 18 and 2 seconds. But you watch, it'll be under 18. Bizarre. Am I accelerating? I don't think so. the machine the entire time will say, my mile time's 18:10, which clearly it's not. On Blue says to Gray Alien, I've heard there was a German exchange student at Vaughn's High School. Of course, she rejected him too. No. This was in Texas. This was in Kylene, Texas. Long after high school. Come on, Blue. The German girl wasn't in Ohio. She was in Kylene, Texas. And that's where that lie came from, yeah. You're saying he's using bits from other parts of his life to make up lies about different parts of his life. Yeah. It is a pattern with him. And Blue says, yeah, I don't know why I'm not blocked yet. Well, good luck. I always say I don't know why people engage in the first place. Not much to be gained. You're just going to get blocked. The only place you can interact with Helton is on other people's channels. The only place you can interact with him until he runs away, which he always does. Gray Alien says, at Blue, bet she is kicking herself now. Missed out on a great life with an intelligent hunk. Hunk. Wow. The poor German girl missed out on a great opportunity. Well, I'm tired today, but I am. Starting out tired in the first mile is not a good plan. "20 seconds to a 3/4 mile. Have a time for you in a moment. And 3/4 mile time, 13 minutes and 30 seconds, 78 calories. Blue Ass says anyone contacted Brittany Venti about that donation? Not that I'm aware of. Not sure why anyone would. What's to ask? Her bot went off. She thinks she got $3,000. Something triggered it. Somebody gave her $3,000. Those things don't just happen. Unless she did it herself, but she wasn't fiddling with anything. Gray Alien says, I've asked Vaughn to donate $3,000 to me. Fingers crossed. Good luck with that. Happy Jesus 123 is here and says, Vaughn has 83 billion almost. 3K is nothing to him. Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, your 83 billion is just those 5 million $1,000 bills that he lost. So he doesn't really have that. Assuming they ever existed and that he could get them back and that he could find anyone to buy them, which none of those three things will happen. So there you go. He has nothing. I figured out about 100 bills fit in the mason jar. So even to have the 5,000 bills that he alleges that Ma had, would have had to have 50 mason jars completely stuffed with $1,000 bills in her closet. Think about that for a second. 50 mason jars in a closet. Just rattle around in there. Coming up on 1 mile, 20 seconds to go. It's going to be under 18 minutes. I don't know how this keeps working every day. And our 1 mile time for today, 17 minutes, 58 seconds, 104 calories. Human Hug TV says shirt on for J-Dubs. Not sure what that's referring to. Big yawn. Appeal? His recent bathtub appeal? Yuck. That's been a minute. That was like at least a week ago. I commented on there, are you losing your freaking mind? He had the eggplant emoji on that. How disgusting can you be? Blue says, I wonder where the $1,000 bills lie come from. It's a good question. Especially the Ulysses S. Grant part. J-Dubs is going to be one of those hot tub girls on TikTok. Gosh, I hope not. It was so creepy the way he was acting and the join me up above his head. Hey, 476 base 12 is here. Looking forward to seeing your wrinkled face. Lose the fat as an older man. Enjoy the viable creases. Not wrong with getting old. J-Dubs is one weird mofo. Yeah. And we have why you come nooming. Why you come now ming. Gotcha. J-Dub's wife actually moved with him. She has the chance to escape. Yeah, I thought she wasn't, but I was wrong. I lose on that one. Gray Alien adds, there's literally nothing in Vaughn's life he is good at. He thinks he knows everything about everything, but is always wrong. Yep. Vaughn is always wrong. That's all you have to remember. See if we can figure out 476 in base 12. So you just have 6 in the 1's place, 7 in the 12's place, which would be 84, that's 90. And you have 4 in the 144 place. That's 288 times 2. It's 576 plus the 90 from before. Yeah, it's that kind of biblical number that's not so cool. Except it's really 616. Carrie Soberry says, Vaughn is wrong. Yep. Ugh. Hashtag Vaughn is wrong. Blue says, as of May 30th, 2009, only 336 $10,000 bills were known to exist. $1,000 bills, with 342 remaining $5,000 bills, and 165,000 remaining $1,000 bills. Yeah, as of 2009. Well, the problem with Vaughn is he's being super specific with them being World War II Ulysses S. Grant $1,000 bills, which never existed. By being that specific, he's actually telling on himself, as usual. If he just said they're $1,000 bills, whatever. Then we could question how Alice ever got that much money. Coming up on 1 1/4 miles. About another 10 seconds, we'll have that time for you. Our 1 1/4 mile time today, 22 minutes and 27 seconds, 130 calories burned. Vertical distance, 197 feet. Almost 200 feet already. Andy Bieberhausen's here. All those bills were in Australia confirmed. And Jeffrey Spicoli says, hi, everybody. Thank you all for turning out today. Must be a slow day on YouTube. Nobody going live, huh? Come watch the old man treadmill. I want to hang around for the end when I take this off. It's really sexy. And Blue says to Jeff Spicoli, must have gotten that summons today. But Jeff replies, nope, as always. Still no Lowell's Cal summons. Or Lowell's suit. No Lowell's suit yet. Flubus Cartel's here, who actually changed his name from Flubus Cantrell to Flubus Cartel in honor of Larry Frost. And he asks, what has Sneaky been up to? He did stream today. Slow week so far, but he did one today and one last night fairly late. Gray Alien says, hi Jeffrey, one of the original trolls that started ruining Vaughn's life years ago. Flubus adds, I hope this is the calm before the rage storm. And Bobcat Clients here says, won't those $1,000 bills collapse in value the more you have? Yeah, sort of. Blue says, but that will change on Wednesday. Yeah, he's got court on Wednesday. That's an estate court review. Or probate court review. Bobcat, yeah, it's possible. The biggest problem with having $5,000, $1,000 bills would be trying to find somebody to buy them. You could have a hard time finding it. Vaughn kept saying, take them to the appraiser to get the full value. It's like, the appraiser tells you how much they're worth. The appraiser doesn't necessarily buy anything from you. And Meg is here, says, hi, how's the workout? I have a 30-minute workout later tonight to do. It's going okay, Meg. Tired tonight. I did a little different with my meal plan. I meal prepped 5 salads for lunches and some little containers of dressing. Today was the first day I took that and had about noontime had a salad. And I ate a big salad. I mean, that's a nice thing about green vegetables. You can eat a lot of them. So I'm a lot more full going into this. And the reason I did it that way is I felt like I was just eating 2 meals. I was eating a breakfast, and an orange or two, which doesn't count for much, and then a dinner late in the day. So I was hoping to eat a breakfast, a lunch in the middle, and a dinner earlier in the day, like 6:37. The Meg says my weight was up. My weight was up again, yeah, but I think I'm still gaining muscle. And that may be part of what's going on too. I feel like I'm stuck at 220. And Happy Jesus says Elon Musk will trade Twitter for 3 mason jars, $1,000 bills, and a magic wizard cape. Meg says I had a dental appointment this morning, so I skipped breakfast. Yeah, that'll do it. I have 3 appointments this week. Wednesday I get an EKG, and same day I get fitted for a 48-hour harness. And Thursday I have the ENT check my nose again. Go spray a numbing agent up there and look up my nose and say, hey, I got polyps again. I'll say, yeah, I know. They'll say, let's give you some steroids. I'll say, okay. And I'll take a steroid series and I'll blow them out like pickle relish. We'll start over, just like when we had this surgery. It's amazing. It's like a 9-month cycle. And they'll charge me $380 for that, plus the cost of the steroids. I can't remember how much they are, about $100, I think. Probably should just call them and say, I don't really need to come in, just prescribe me the steroid series. I know they're coming back. But I think he probably wants his $380 for the office visit. And Meg says I've only used topical steroid for eczema. Yeah, pretty well. Well, this oral steroid he gives me melts those polyps away, or just makes them detach, because literally the first day I take them, I'm blowing them out my nose. Works every time. Well, it's worked the 2 times. This will be go around number 3. And he said the polyps are just going to keep coming back. There's not much you can do. Try to maintain. And apparently the budesonide rinses I do isn't enough to keep them at bay. I doubt Helton will be arrested on Wednesday, says Blue, but something will happen. I just hope to God he actually filed papers saying he lost $5,000, $1,000 bills and 1939 war bonds worth $200,000 apiece, which they never issued, by the way. There was no such thing as a war bond that big, and the judge would be able to find that out very easily. So not only is he lying about things being stolen, but he's saying things that were stolen that couldn't have existed, not just didn't exist, couldn't have existed. That's our Vaughn. It's not 5,000, it's 83 billion he lost. Yeah, I suppose if you take instead of the 5,000 bills, if you make it 5 million bills and make them worth 16,000 something apiece, which that isn't true either, and then multiply that, you can come up with 83 billion, sure. Fluba says, I wonder why Vaughn hasn't blown up like Cyrex and King Cobra. Vaughn is much more entertaining when he's on his game and raging, that's for sure. With his billions, he should be able to afford a good lawyer. They don't give you that kind of evaluation, at least not at first. Yeah. Let's just all hope to God that Vaughn claimed all that stolen property on some sort of official court document. Let's just all hope. That's where they get him. In my mind, at least, that's where they get him for fraud. be a pretty serious charge for him to claim that the estate was worth more than it actually was in an attempt to defraud other people out of money. Like every time he says the Frosts stole this or that, they own this money or that, he's trying to defraud them. And perjury too. The bigger issue here would be claiming something that was never a part of the estate. Knowingly doing it, like writing down this is what she had. When he can't, not only he can't prove it, he's claiming things that couldn't have existed. It's a team of lawyers. No, he doesn't. 4 Acres is here. Vaughn never had a team of lawyers. Vaughn never had one lawyer. And 4 Acres says, I think Vaughn told the judge a bunch of lies. I hope so. I hope he actually wrote it down and signed it. Whatever document he had to inventory the estate. I hope he put down that there were 100 war bonds from 1939 with $200,000 apiece. I hope he did. I hope he put down that there were certificates of deposit and that there were $5,000, $1,000 bills. Let the party start, yeah. It doesn't matter if it's real in Vaughn's mind. It's fraud. You can't say the estate had these assets, much less say somebody specifically stole them, without it being fraud. And if you're going after, like the Frosts in particular, now you're trying to defraud them of money. And that's actionable. I thought they will get him for spending estate's money. Well, that too, Lou, at the whatever end of this. Keep saying the 6-month period, somebody's going to look at that account. And as much as Vaughn wants to get up there and say it was a dummy account and all that bullshit, somebody will look at the actual records and see a $3,000 donation to Snapchat. They'll love that. Flubit says Vaughn wrote the inventory in Harry Potter branded invisible ink to protect it from being intercepted by trolls. Maybe. Blue says at Mag, while I was accusing Helton of animal abuse, he committed animal abuse. No lie. Yeah, that's absolutely true. He threw that poor dog to the ground. He threw the dog to the ground, no doubt about it. And Blue, I especially like how Veckel came to Vaughn's defense. What an ass. Man, that's a low blow. That's not right. That's personal. He wrote his Elder Scroll with a children's Harry Potter quill and paint set from eBay. You'll never forget that gem of a video. Ugh. Vaughn made it public. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, but that's a low blow. That's personal. Yeah, Vaughn shows pictures of a dog in a trash can. That's fine. But if you say something about it, that's personal. Yeah, bullshit, Beckel. Go kill yourself. Coming up on 2 miles. They're pretty quick. 30 seconds. 1.97. And our 2-mile time, oh, we got about 10 seconds. Sorry. Our 2-mile time today, 35 minutes and 52 seconds, 208 calories burned. Gray Alien says, if what Vaughn says is true, and the will says everything belongs to him now, why is the estate the lawyer/judge's business? Is it to show he is capable of running the property where others live? No. It's to show what the value of the assets. It's to confirm that the estate doesn't owe any money to anyone, and to settle all that before he's actually given the property and the money. That's why you can't spend it early. Larry and Father Jay and whoever else can say, oh, it's already his, so we can't really do anything to him. No, that's bullshit. It's supposed to stay static with only paying bills that it owes until probate is done. Nobody's allowed to touch that money other than settle, and it's even for like improving properties on it would not be allowed until after probate's done. It's to keep people from defrauding estates, to keep people from taking money that's not theirs. That's why there's a process in place. The biggest thing with probate is just making sure there's no debts to settle. And that's why it takes a little bit, because you got to wait for those to show up. Yeah. Thought all that stuff had been taken care of already. Obviously not, no. Clearly not. There's still probate hearings. It's still going on. And you can't even spend money to fix that house. That's not what probate is. And that's really why they should have sold all the property and evicted any tenants that were around. Said, look, everything's going to change. Maybe you can come back, but for now we need to get new management. Blue says, I shared Gray's video with my sister, but she refused to watch it. I understand, he says. I was then going to just tell her about the puppy in the trash can, but did not. Yeah, why share that? Ooh. And that's why Lowell Scout Watchers really need each other, says Blue. We can't really share this with people we care about. Not in the real world, and at least this is the case for me. Meg says Vaughn should be on some sort of blacklist from adopting any pets. He should be. Kentucky SPCA doesn't care. Just doesn't care. Okay, coming up on 2¼ miles. We just passed 40 minutes walk. About 40-20 it looks like. And our 2.25 mile time today is 40 minutes and 20 seconds, 234 calories burned. Hit like on this video or I will time out Flubus. I don't much care about likes. Oh wait, this is my main channel, never mind. Yeah, please do like the video. Never mind. Please give me those likes and get in that algorithm. These workout videos are going to get more exciting in another week or so. Start doing some other stuff. Maybe eventually I can start doing some more local content on my main channel. But for right now, I have 2 strikes and I can't really risk it. One more no-no and bye-bye to the channel. Got to wait till one of them ages out. Oh, somehow, J-Dubs can have 4 YouTube channels and not, get so much as a second strike on any. Although I guess maybe one of them has 2 strikes. But he can carry 4 channels, no problem. What kind of crap he spews every stream? I don't understand that. I guess not enough people report it or something. You wouldn't think it'd matter how many people. Vaughn can get up there and basically say, fuck you, YouTube, and they don't care. J-Dubs works directly for Alphabet, so they do their own internal farming. All right, you all are going on a walk with me. Okay, Meg, we'll do that. The only thing John works is food down his throat. And I'm starting to be a believer, Flubus. The only thing he works is Panera bread, soup bowls. The only thing John works is Panera bread's dishwasher. Yeah, I need to hear the mix again. You guys be watching J-Dub's shorts where he blots out his wife's face? Or, doesn't show her. Are you forgetting he showed her like several times on Facebook and other social media? We know what she looks like, John. J-Dubs, there's no point in hiding her now. Alphabet assigned J-Dubs to Vaughn exclusively. He's a high-value target from the prime timeline. Yeah, okay. J-Dubs reports go directly to CERN. Looks like rain. Tut-tut. Looks like rain. Tut-tut. It looks like rain. Oh, you Winnie the Pooh fans out there. Yeah, John is so paranoid. He still tries to call himself Gishla, like we don't know his real name. Absolutely. Which he gave out himself. 20 seconds till 2.5 miles. I'll have that time for you in a minute. Christopher Robin, absolutely. Tut-tut, looks like rain. Tut-tut. Oh. And today our 2.5 mile time is 44 minutes, 49 seconds, 260 calories burned. 10 miles completed, 10 laps completed. Vertical distance now 396 feet. Look above you, 2 posts there. Why you come now, Ming? Look at Flubus Cartel's post and you will see his real name. Which I'm not going to say. that the one where Pooh got stuck? Yeah, I think so. In the honey hole, trying to get the honey. Yeah, I think it got stuck in the hole. That's the same one. There's so few. The classic ones, anyway. Skip ads. No, not full screen. Skip ads. Can't touch what I want to on the treadmill. I apologize for all the yawning. I must be tired today. Long day at work. Not particularly busy, just stressful. That and maybe eating a salad at noon, changing my blood glucose and everything. But it's salad, you know, it shouldn't make me tired. It's a salad. Carrots and tomatoes, cucumbers. A few little cubes of cheese. Like 8. 8 small cubes of cheese. Blue, you should be able to remove comments. You don't have to kick or anything, you can just remove comment. Click on it. As a mod, you should be able to just remove. I think it just says remove if you're on the YouTube side. I can't do a damn thing on my phone. I don't think you'll mind too much if you just remove that comment. Yeah, we're not Larry Frost here. We don't. There's no need to actively dox anyone. JDubs is reference to a CERN alphabet ID at JW4412S. I certainly do have an unearned reputation as doxing. I do so far less than a lot of other people, but for some reason it stuck. I'm sure they're probably still talking about that in THN. What a horrible doxer I am, but I pretty much have avoided that now. Places I go now don't seem to bring it up. Funny. So many lies to keep track of. In the prime timeline, JDubs is basically Tom Selleck. Oh my gosh, Tom Selleck. It's a person I hadn't thought of for a long time. Yeah, the dub means W, yeah. It's the last initial, we know. Coming up on 2 3/4 miles. Have that time for you in a moment. 2 3/4 mile time today is 49 minutes, 17 seconds. We burned 286 calories. It's 11 laps. Complete with the talking car. Did Tom Selleck have a talking car? I know the David Hasselhoff had a talking car. I don't recall Tom Selleck having one. Hey, Blue, did you figure out what 476 and base 12 is? I did. It's one of those interesting numbers. In the prime timeline, oh yeah. In the prime timeline, Tom Selleck was Knight Rider. I got you. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. What is it in base 12 then? Think a bad number in the Bible. And people always go, ooh, when it turns out it's the devil. It's that devil number. It has like sixes with it. A devil number, you know what I mean? That's what 476 in base 12 is. So you got the 12s, you got the 1's place, the 12's place, and the 144's place. They can figure it out, no multiplication there. If you can add 576 and 90, you'll know what 476 in base 12 is. 576 plus 90. Is that what I said? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you've got on by now. Yeah, there you go, Blue. You got it. That is what it is. It's a clever way of writing the number. You must be one of those godless people. One of my godless friends. Although, if you really want to be a good godless person, you'll go to the original scrolls and see that it's actually 616 and it's a copy error, which is not 100% confirmed, but so widely accepted among biblical scholars as to be basically confirmed that the real number is 616. But the Koine Greek 1 and Koine Greek 6 look very similar. What are we talking about now? I was distracted by a neighbor's good doggy. I don't know. We're kind of all over the place, Nick. We were talking about how I'm on lap 12, coming around turn 3, approaching 3 miles walked. That's what we were talking about. And how my left knee kind of hurts, which is different. But it doesn't hurt bad. A little sore spot on it. That's what we were talking about. Oh. I confess, Blue says, I confess I now check to make sure no one in Kentucky has won a big lottery prize. Hilarious. I don't think you have to worry about it, honestly. Don't think it's something you need to worry about. You can help it to worry. It's such a ridiculously unlikely scenario that you can almost convince yourself that there's no possibility it's going to happen. The odds are so low. So I just go with that. Coming up on that 3 mile mark, guys. 10 minutes, goodness, 10 seconds to go. In the mid 53s. Our 3 mile time today is 53 minutes. 46 seconds, 312 calories burned. Alice meets CERN. The machine Vaughn is always complaining about is actually called Alice, a large ion collider experiment. Hilarious. Hilarious. We should be concerned, get it? We should all be concerned. I love how he thinks just because it takes, microseconds for a single particle to go all the way around the collider, that's the extent of the experiment. That's all they're doing. One particle once around, we're done. No, Ron, that's not the experiment. We're like doing variations on that slit experiment. They're trying to see where these accelerated particles, how they act and where they go and that kind of shit. Don't just send one and call it good. Yes, sir. CERN takes up the entirety of the landmass of Switzerland. Yeah, I don't think it does. And most of France. Just remember one phrase. Vaughn is always wrong. Always. If he says something scientific, you can count on the opposite being true, or at least what he says not being true. phrase that correctly. You can count on it being wrong. Not necessarily that the consequent is correct. Vaughn would start talking before you turn the ticket in. Yeah, that'd be a first mistake. Yeah, absolutely would. If by some unbelievable stroke of luck he did hit one of those lotteries, I'd be the first in line to sue his ass. And I got videos to prove he's libeled me, slandered me. Yeah, because I'm petty like that. Vaughn has been around 400 years and still hasn't figured out how to make his own money. That's very true, Lubis Cartel. Nicely observed. Hey, 3.14 miles, so we walked by. Can I do a class action defamation suit? Can we all get in on that? Don't stop walking. I power Alice. Yeah, I'm the CERN experiment. It's me. It's my treadmill effort. Always has been. I hide it in plain view by broadcasting it on YouTube. That's why I have to hold on to these heart rate monitors. This is actually controlling the acceleration of the particles. Every time I wipe my nose, a proton dies. Oh. Coming up on 3.25 miles, just crossed the 58-minute mark. We've got about 10 seconds till 3.25. Yeah, 3.25 time today, 58 minutes, 14 seconds, 338 calories burned. Our vertical distance is 514 feet. It's like Switzerland, they got mountains there. Vertical. Sabella admitted that Blue is a domestic terrorist. As I speed up and slow down, Vaughn's trailer is rocking back and forth like Star Trek. Like where Scotty holds on to that great engineering. Love that. You know, they used that in like 4 episodes. Show me the originals, Todd. I need to examine them. Blue, did you look up Mark? Great collab with Harry Mack. Make more banjo vidges, Blue. Collab with me. 2 musical differences intertwined. Head on. I think we did a thing once, Blue, didn't we? Live on somebody's stream. You were playing some banjo and I was beating on the tuba. Something in G, as I recall. We did it once before. Meg's just starting into TNG, doing the Lord's work. Just finished the original series and the movies. Yep, it's time for TNG. We should convince Vaughn, his mom was actually a CERN sleeper cell who existed just to keep him from reaching his true potential of greatness. They wouldn't have named it Alice if she wasn't, after all. Yeah, maybe. Sometimes solo over You're the Fool. You're the fool. You're the fool. Fool. I grew up with the OG series. I like it quite a lot too. G-Man grilling chicken. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Isn't that right, Maynard? Yeah, yeah, it is. It's not my opinion. That's fact. Yeah, it is. Getting close to 3.5 miles. I'm getting tired. I'm dragging. I don't know what it is today. Must be the change in eating habits. We'll get used to it. Oh, coming up on 3.5 miles. Just about 10 seconds now. And our 3.5 mile time, 62 minutes, 42 seconds, 364 calories burned. Yeah, Flubus, he's always repeating himself and answering his own questions. That is the secret to a good Vaughn impression. Absolutely. Isn't that right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm feeling the winter doldrums too. It's good to be outside. Yeah, I'm sure. It's a lovely day here today. I'm stuck in this hot room. This is just one of those days I just got to push through. Not feeling great, but keep the legs moving. That's all you got to do. Try to breathe. Oh, hers good. Good, young. Yeah. If you want to do Vaughn, you just got to start clapping and rubbing your hands together while occasionally taking a sip of soda through a straw or biting into a microwave sausage. Now you shove it all in there at once. Gum it down. Can't bite into anything. That's the only part you missed there. Can't bite into nothing. Yeah, push through. Days like today we can get in a rut. Yeah, not gonna happen. We're gonna push. We're gonna make the full time today. Nice lady in the office. Give me a wave. So you feel better already. Try swinging the arms a little bit. Maybe that'll change things up a little bit. Yeah. Over 14 and a half laps now. Getting up there close to 3.75 miles. Been walking for an hour and 6 minutes or so. Oh. And we're coming up on that 3.75 mile mark. About 20 seconds. Closing up the office, must be 5:30. Yeah, pretty close. And our 3.75 mile time today, 67 minutes, 11 seconds. And we'll burn 390 calories. Ooh. Heart rate's only about 110. Vertical distance now 595 feet. And squeeze harder, it's coming up. Got about 31 and a half minutes left to walk. We're going to make it, just going to have to push through. Flubus says someone needs to green screen Vaughn's background and go buy a gray wig and fake patchy facial hair. Start pretending to be Vaughn from another timeline. Yeah. Oh. Maybe. Just keep faking it. Yeah, just put Vaughn's head over your own. Oh. The playlist just ran out. See if there's something else to watch. Well, I do my last half hour here. And we'll just shut down the mobile device. Shut down the headset. I want to just talk to you folks for the last half hour. Under a half hour to go now. 29 minutes, 20 seconds to walk. I get up on my main channel here, when I get that second strike evaporated, I go start on my Vaughn was wrong series. Should be really easy to do. Coming up on 4 miles now. .96. Have a 4 mile time for you soon. And our 4 mile time for today is going to be 71 minutes, 40 seconds, 416 calories. So just about 20 seconds under, we're 5 seconds under an 18-minute mile. So 17:55 miles. 17 minutes, 55 seconds per mile. About, even though the machine says 18:10 still. Vertical distance now 636. Say we're about 632, slash that by 4, that's 178 feet per mile. This new Vaughn has a harem of women and sits on a throne of Reese's cups. But he calls them Reese's cups. Reese's. Well, not cups. He just calls them Reese's. Publishers Clearinghouse Vaughn actually pulls up on camera and hands new Vaughn his gajillion-dollar check live on stream. That'd be something to see. I'd pay real money to see that. I've been saying for years somebody ought to fake a Publishers Clearinghouse email to him. It'd be real easy to do. How about a timeline where Helton is in jail? I like that one. Can we just get to that one, please? Can we make that one this one soon? That'd be good. Mail him a giant blank check and wait to hear him rage about the bank cashing an obviously fake, comically large check. Yep. That'd be the thing. Get a judicial robe and do videos as female judge. But you can go on the Clay County website and get a picture of the female judge has been talking about. Pretty simply. Again, without doxing anyone, but it is public information. You can go to claycounty.org or whatever, and search Clay County, judges, and you'll go right to a website that shows their pictures. That's not me. It's public information. They're elected officials. You can know who they are. It's not a dox. If somebody wanted to do that, I'm just saying. Coming up on 4 1/4 miles. 4.22, so we're almost there, 30 seconds or so. Fake a court Zoom video and have me on with the judge, and the judge says, I'm a model citizen and Vaughn is wrong. Wow. Coming up on 4 1/4, it's a hair over 76 minutes. And our 4 1/4 mile time today, 76 minutes and 8 seconds. So we've burned 442 calories. Vertical distance now 674 feet. We're moving on up in the sky. I know I was not doing the Jefferson lyrics. It just came out like it. Because that is moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Which I thought was moving on up to the top. Must have just always heard it wrong when I was a kid. I usually have, an eidetic memory about these sorts of things, but I went back and listened to it. And moving on up to the east side. I don't know how I missed that. Must be getting older and the eidetic memory is starting to fail. It's like the perfect pitch goes away as you get older. I find I can't do the things I used to do. When it comes to that too. I think something's in D major and I go check the piano and it's in D flat. Go figure. Terrible losing your faculties like that. Happened to me just the other day. Those are the lyrics in this timeline. Yeah, it's obviously CERN. It's obviously a Mandela effect. They obviously actually sang Moving On Up to the Top back in the 70s when it actually aired. So yeah, so of course I'm right. I'm going to make a video. I was right. Have the judge mentioned that his kids are comfortable with their new gay black parents out in California. That would be chef's kiss. Kusnea. Todd is right, number 78. How about Todd is odd, number 2,348,672. Todd is OCD, number 1,984. Let's do that video instead. That'll be more apt. I'm right some, but OCD a lot more, and certainly weird. Unlike Vaughn, I don't claim to be an expert in, 5,000 different areas of life. As a cryptozoologist and an amateur historian, I need to purchase a Vaughn filter, then I'll always be correct as well, regardless. You need one too, yeah. Simple. I do need one. I need a Vaughn filter. An expert in basic Googling. Who isn't, right? Trouble with Vaughn is he never reads past the headlines. He Googles, he skims down to one he thinks supports his position, and then he displays it. It's hilarious. Yeah, an expert in reading a few sentences in. Yeah, exactly that. My favorite's when he actually displays the page, like when he was desperately trying to show how those $1,000 bills are worth $20,000 each. He winds up showing an explanation of how $1,000 in 1945 is equivalent to 18,000 something now, whatever it was. But it had nothing to do with $1,000 bills. It was just an inflation, basically an inflation calculator. What an idiot. He said it right, he's displaying it on the screen as if it's his triumphant victory. That's right there. $1,000 in 1945 is like whatever dollars in 2023. What a moron. And didn't even realize it. Solar started to tell him, but let him off. Oh, what a moron. Just keep hitting zeros until you do it right. Isn't that a trillion? There's 3 groups of zeros. So that's what a billion is, fine. So 2 groups of zeros is a million. 1 group of zeros is thousands. Dumbass. Coming up on 4.5 miles. We'll have that number for you in a moment. Pushing through. Hair over 80 minutes. Hour 20. And our 4.5 mile mark today is 80 minutes, 36 seconds. We burned 468 calories. See, 450 plus 18 laps, 468 calories. See how it works? Time plus laps equals calories. It's a formula. 713 feet, by the way, on the vertical distance now. And we have how much farther to walk? Down 81, should be about 18 minutes. That'll ever tell me how much time remaining. Vertical 7:17 now. And time remaining 17:44. Yeah, that's right. It was 18 minutes. We can make it. I got my second win now. Flubus Cartel says if someone does ever take that idea of the fake court Zoom videos, you've got to do one with Blue, where the judge says that Blue will never be convicted and that Vaughn is the real domestic terrorist. Absolutely. That's, again, chef's kiss. Who's Etot appelsine, kusni. Etot kasha I masla kusnaya. I'm learning my basic grammar now in Russian. Genders, noun genders. It sucks. Like my coffee in the morning is he. Etot koфе. Kusni. Delicious. Kusni because it's koфе is he. But my oatmeal, eta kasha is eta kasha is kusnaya, delicious, but it's kusnaya because kasha is she, kasha, she, koфе is he. Actually, koфе is it. It works the same. Etot appelsin, so orange, kusni. Orange is he. I said before they have different words for the fruit and the color, which is weird. So you could say like etot appelsin orangevini. Orangevini. If it was a she, it'd be orangevinaya. Russian. Those videos also have to start with the Law and Order sound effect. Dong dong. Absolutely. Dong dong. Not that I'm a big watcher of Law and Order, but even I know that sound effect that you're talking about. I don't really watch the shows. I don't watch much TV at all other than live sports now. Really at all. Just surf. I watch videos in my recommended. This takes me on the wildest tangents ever. I watch people playing Fallout 4 on YouTube. I don't know why. So I want to see what the game's about. And an awful lot of them use naked characters. I don't get it, or loincloths, or seems to be very popular with Fallout 4. I don't know why it's such a big thing, but you look on YouTube and there it is. Richard Belzer passed recently. Bow, bow, bow. You're playing Fallout 4. I uploaded my game page and played to YouTube. Yeah. I just see a lot of questionable things going on in some of these Fallout 4 games. On YouTube, I mean, it's not like they're really explicit, but there's some stuff happening. Coming up on 4 3/4 miles, about 10 seconds. It'll be a skosh over 85 minutes. 4 3/4 mile time today, 85 minutes and 5 seconds. 494 calories burned, 19 laps. 475 plus 19, 494. Yeah, I didn't mean to imply that you were doing that, Meg. I have seen a lot of that in the Fallout 4 gameplay. Which tells me why Vaughn's probably so interested in it. It's that easy to mod for that. And again, I'm not saying, Meg, that you're doing that, but apparently it's quite easy to do. Luba says, have the judge explain that they aren't a probate judge. They are a probate judge, a prostate judge. Which is superior according to the founding fathers, who definitely owned slaves? Nice. Prostate judge. Girl guy says, my girlfriend had me add schlong mods on Skyrim. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. What's going on? And I'm just the sheer volume of that kind of stuff that I see on YouTube. It's concerning. Skyrim and Fallout. Why are so many people making sex mods in these things? Yeah, feel free to watch if you want. They're usually around 2 hours long. Yep. So Meg, would you be interested in like custom shacks and custom furniture in your Fallout 4 gameplay, or does that really just not matter to you at all? Like, I'm sure the 99.9% of people that play that game don't really give a shit what the surroundings look like. They're there to play the shooter game, follow the story. It's a story thing, as I can tell. You come up on somebody, it gives you like 4 things you can say to them. People like looking at each other's bits sometimes. Well, yeah, sure, but I don't get it in a pixelated gameplay. I don't get the point of it. Maybe that's just me. I'm playing vanilla for this playthrough, so probably not. Yeah. Poor old Vaughn's just upset that nobody's acknowledging his great mods on, what do they call it, the Nexus. Nobody looks at his mods. Poor guy. Probably because nobody gives a shit about having custom walls. Just a thought. Custom beds to lay on, custom ovens. Like you hit E to cook, you know. You don't really care what it looks like. It's the gameplay. Oh. Pushing through. We're past 88 minutes walk. If I'd have had my druthers, I'd have probably stopped at 45 minutes today. Yeah, who the hell would want his tacky ass mods in Fallout 4? People want to shoot and loot. Yeah, it's a role-playing game. Fallout is fun, and a lot of the mods on the normal sites are cool, but Vaughn is into weird stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's the stuff he's doing, the custom stuff in your house. Nobody wants that. It's not what the game's about. I'm just going to gum it up with a bunch of extra shit like that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Coming up on 5 miles, 4.96. Vaughn's been posting on his Gab channel. I have no idea where to find Gab, nor do I want to. He's just going to have some places that I don't see him. And that's fine. What was the other one? I can't remember now. He's got some other sites he mentions that I've never been to, and I don't want to. Okay, about 10 more seconds. We'll have you a 5 mile time. Oh. And our 5 mile time for today is 89 minutes, 33 seconds. We burned 520 calories. Hit 20 laps, 5.00 plus 20 laps, 520 calories. Mom says, Mom number 1's here. Hi. Says, haven't you heard of Second Life? It was more back in the day, or maybe The Sims. Vaughn's type was more like that, only normal. Gab is a site full of alt-writers and self-proclaimed Nazis. Yeah. Parlor is the other one he talks about all the time. I have no idea what Parlor is or where it is. I don't care enough to even try to Google it. He can have Parlor all to himself. And Bro Guy says, nice job, Todd. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. It was a push-through day for sure. But we've now gone over 90 minutes, so we're almost home. Definitely been a push-through kind of day. Almost 800 feet in elevation now, 798 it says. 8.5 minutes to go. Yeah, this elevation really changes the workout a lot. It's a lot tougher. Feel a lot more tightness up in here. I'm going to work a little harder with the hips. So definitely a good thing. The zero incline is way easier to walk. that was a good mod last week. Start throwing some incline in. We may eventually throw in a little more. I don't know. I like sweating for an hour and 40 minutes. It's the real goal. So I don't want to make the walk too awful challenging, but we can't make it. But, yeah, incline definitely makes you work a lot harder. Oh. Maybe tomorrow we'll try another degree of incline. Push it up to 4.0, see how we do. I think it goes as high as 15 degrees. Feel like we're maxing the machine out. Heart rate's right at 120. That's where I like it to be. I don't know why, it's just a nice round number. 120 beats per minute. Okay, sounds good. I haven't had one episode of arrhythmia since the whole thing came up when I came out of my colonoscopy. And I've been working pretty hard on the treadmill, so you'd think if it's exercise induced, you'd think I'd have a flutter. At least every now and then I have to stop and catch my breath. Not even once. I think a lot of that's due to the blood pressure medicine. Get the blood pressure down, that was probably a lot of it. Lucas says Vaughn also doesn't understand the story in Fallout. He thinks the evil factions are good, and vice versa, because it doesn't hold your hand and explain to you who is why. Yeah. And Bum says, yeah, nothing like a health scare to get you living healthy. Yeah, I mean, it was a minor with type 2 diabetes, big deal. I went initially because my blood pressure was too high. So I started monitoring it. I got a cheap cuff and started checking it. It was up in the 140s, 150s. No, something's not right. So I tried myself taking caffeine out and nicotine out completely. Waited another month or so. Still had high blood pressure. So it was time to go to the doctor. So that was really the health scare that started this whole thing. Blood pressure was getting out of hand. But since he's had me on the Lysina something, Lysinasol, I don't know, 10 milligrams a day, small tablet. I've been right at 120 over 80, just like clockwork every time I check it. So, coming up on 5 1/4 miles, about 10 seconds. We're right past 94 minutes. 5 1/4 mile time today, 94 minutes and 1 second. 546 calories. Yeah, 21 laps. 525 plus 21, 546. It's amazing how it's working. Brotherhood of Steel is who Vaughn chooses to side with in this game for one of the evil factions in the Fallout universe. Yeah, figures. Bro Guy says someone should install Vaughn's mods and make a video about how shit they are. But who knows what kind of hidden files he has in them that might get you flagged by the FBI. It's true. Bum says I could never take caffeine out unless I take it out of a pot and pour it in my cup. I just switched to decaf coffee, and I don't really notice a difference. Maybe it's, you usually get those headaches when you don't have caffeine. I just took it right out, had no problem. Just kind of matter-of-factly, I need to quit drinking so much caffeine. You can see my big, tall cup. It's like a 40-ounce Yeti. I was having 1 or 2 of those a day, regular coffee. Switch to decaf, haven't looked back. Then at that point, I was drinking root beer to take it out. So I was drinking Dr. Pepper. Got rid of the Dr. Pepper, went to root beer. And then with the diabetes scares, got rid of the root beer completely too. No more sweets. No more candy, no more chips, no more sodas. No more fruit juices. I like my fruit juice. Now I drink a lot of vegetable juice. And I drink a lot more milk than I used to. Which is better for diabetics, they say. In fact, it's a good weight loss drink. It's very nutritious and filling. don't drink as much. And of course I drink a lot of water around my workouts mostly. Nick Bravo could learn some lessons about disciplines from me. Should be Nick's life coach. No, thank you. I'll pass. Hard pass on that, bro guy. Hard pass. I really don't want anything to do with Nick Bravo. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. We're almost there. I think we're going to make the 5.5 mile mark. Probably after we go to cool down mode. Which will be very soon. 2 minutes, 16 seconds or so. And then we'll go way out. And I think we're probably going to be about 218 today. But we weighed in at 220.2, which, like I said, we're adjusting our eating routine, so things were bound to be a little skewed for a while. But I still feel like we're kind of stuck around that 220 mark. We've gotten down to the 216s on some way outs recently. So changed the way we're eating a little bit. It's changed, when you retain weight and all that. I didn't weigh this morning. I was running late this morning, so I didn't step on the scale. Minute and a half to go. Heart rate's still 120. 21.7 laps. 368 calories an hour. Let's get bumping around. Can't make up its mind. Our vertical distance, 865 feet. Likely not to change much now. We're almost done walking. Well, the elevation will come off. The incline will come off when we do the cool down, so it's not going to go up anymore. One minute, ring the bell. We are going to make 5 minutes, we're going to make 5 miles and a half before we slow down. I'll have that time for you in just a moment. It's going to be about 98 and a half. And our 5.5 mile time for today, 98 minutes, 30 seconds, dead on, 98 and a half. 1 hour, 28 minutes, 30 seconds, 5.5 miles. 572 calories. 573 make it. The vertical distance 872. That's unlikely to change much. 15 seconds remaining. And here we go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're in cool down for 2 minutes. Incline's coming off. Feels totally different. And yep, the incline's all the way off. Post-workout de-shirting, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. You will stay tuned for that, because boy, it's sexy. Me and all my sweat. Definitely getting a post-workout de-shirting. 875 feet is our vertical distance for the day. That's not going to change anymore. 5.55 miles. Minute and a half left to cool down. Oh, yeah, boy. You know it. Here, I'll give you a preview. Zip. It's hot in there, man. It's sweaty. It's a sweaty bitch. One minute to cool down. Unplug this sucker. Throw my cord over there in the corner. Gather my things. Sweat like a mofo just from thinking parties. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. 30 seconds. Cooling down. It's like we're going to 5.63 miles or so by the end of this. We're at 561 now. 14 seconds to go. I'll give you the final stats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the treadmill stops. Laps completed 22.5. Average speed 3.3. Average incline 3.0. Calories per hour 346. So it lied to me earlier. Minutes per mile is 1810. That's wrong. 114 is our average heart rate. Vertical distance 875 feet. And in 101 minutes, we did 5.62 miles, burned 583 calories. That's it for the walk-in. Let's head home and weigh out. Get outside and get some of this cool air. It's so hot in this room. Oh, that's a nice blast of coolness. I'll walk the other way today. Not that you'll see anything different, but we'll walk around the pool. Enjoy a little more of the cool air. It'll probably dip out here when my Wi-Fi gets out of range. I'm walking around the outdoor pool, which is closed for the season, of course. A nice indoor pool with a pool hot tub. I like having that right, a 20-second walk from my front door. Got lucky. I got a place real close to the office. It's not much of a walk. Now these steps are bigger than the ones I would have had over there. And I come out right by my apartment. And we're home. So I missed it again. Showing off his house. Now I have all your dogs. Yeah, I guess. Probably not hard to find. Switch this to my back camera so we can show you my way out. Here in just a moment. I'm just going to kick these shoes off. And then the part bro guy's waiting for, we're going to get this sweaty shirt off and way out. We're already unzipped. This is the gross part. Ugh. Sweaty, yucky, sweaty stuck to me. Ugh. Yuck. Oh, sweaty, yucky. Ugh. Hairy, yuck. Good thing I have a black sweat undershirt on. You can't see all the sweat on it. I wear that gray one. It's just disgusting. Okay, let's do our way out. See where we ended up. We started at 220.2. See where we end at. So 218.2. We lost exactly 2 pounds today, which is it's happy. It's a good amount. Bro guy gets a fistful of dollar bills ready. Yeah, stuff them right in here, buddy. So thank you guys for coming. Appreciate all the support today. It was definitely a push through day. It was a tough one. So hopefully it'll be easier tomorrow. Until then, I'll do the same thing tomorrow. And y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.